Captain Jennifer Cole stood on the bridge of the UES Righteous Fury, her knot knuckles white against the command console. The transmission had come through 3 hours ago, and she'd watched it 17 times since. Each viewing made the fury in her chest burn hotter. "Play it again," she commanded, her voice cold as the void outside. The holographic display flickered to life. A Zarthian trading outpost. Cages. Small figures huddled inside, their scales dulled from malnutrition and fear. Children. Dozens of them. Krillian younglings, Vespid larvae, Terran orphans taken from colony worlds. All of them stolen, broken, sold. Jack Morrison, her first officer, placed a hand on her shoulder. "Jen, you've seen enough." "No," she said, her jaw tight. "I haven't seen nearly enough." "How long has this been happening, Jack? How long has the Galactic Council known?" Jack's expression darkened. He pulled up another file on his datapad. "According to the intel from our informant, at least 2 centuries. The Council declared it an internal matter for individual species to handle. The Zarthian Syndicate operates in the gaps between jurisdictions." Jennifer's laugh was bitter. "Internal matter? They're trafficking children across 40 star systems, and it's an internal matter." The bridge fell silent except for the hum of the ship's engines. The crew watched their captain, waiting. They'd all seen the transmission. They'd all felt the same rage kindle in their chests. It was a uniquely human emotion, this protective fury. Other species felt anger, certainly, but not like this. Not this consuming, righteous fire that demanded action. "Status report," Jennifer said, straightening. "We're 12 hours from the Zarthian homeworld," Lieutenant Chen reported from navigation. "The rest of the Earth fleet is converging from 7 sectors. Admiral Hassan estimates full deployment in 16 hours. That's 4 hours too long." Jennifer turned to Jack. "Send a message to the Galactic Council. Tell them humanity invokes Article 7 of the Sentient Rights Accord." Jack's eyebrows rose. Article 7 hasn't been invoked in 400 years. "That's a declaration of war," Jennifer finished. "Yes, it is." The Council's response came swiftly. A 3-dimensional projection of Ambassador Quilkson materializing above the communications array. The insectoid diplomat's mandibles clicked nervously. "Captain Cole, humanity cannot simply declare war on a Council-recognized species. There are protocols, investigations, diplomatic channels." "Your diplomatic channels," Jennifer interrupted, "have allowed children to be sold like cargo for 200 years. Article 7 is clear. Any species engaged in the systematic enslavement of sentient juveniles forfeits all protections under Council law." "We're not asking for permission, Ambassador. We're informing you. The Zarthians are a powerful empire. They have allies, Captain. This could destabilize the entire—" Jennifer leaned forward, her eyes like flint. "Then those allies can burn with them. Earth out." The transmission cut off. Jack exhaled slowly. "The politicians back home are going to lose their minds." "Let them." Jennifer pulled up the fleet manifest. 17 dreadnoughts, 34 destroyers, hundreds of fighters, and every single ship crewed by humans who'd seen that transmission. "Get me a channel to all Earth vessels." The communications officer nodded. "You're live, Captain." Jennifer took a breath, centering herself. When she spoke, her voice carried across the void to thousands of her fellow humans. "This is Captain Jennifer Cole of the Righteous Fury. By now you've all seen what we've seen. You've all felt what I'm feeling right now. The other species in this galaxy don't understand us. They think we're soft because we negotiate. They think we're weak because we prefer peace. They don't know what humans become when someone hurts our children." She paused, letting the words sink in. "They're about to find out. We're not going to debate this in council chambers. We're not going to wait for committees to deliberate. Those children have waited long enough. In 14 hours, we hit every Zarthian slave market, every depot, every ship in their trafficking network simultaneously. We extract every child and we burn their entire operation to ash. Any Zarthian vessel that resists will be destroyed. Any ally that stands with them shares their fate." Jack watched the tactical display as acknowledgement signals flooded in from across the fleet. Every ship, every captain, every crew, united. "They call us the young species," Jennifer continued. "The newcomers who don't understand how the galaxy works. Maybe they're right. Maybe we don't understand how they've let this evil persist for centuries. But they're going to understand something about us. When it comes to children, any species, humanity doesn't compromise. We don't negotiate. We don't show mercy to those who show none. The fleet began to move, hundreds of ships adjusting course, forming into attack formations that would strike simultaneously across a dozen star systems. "Command out," Jennifer said quietly. She turned to Jack. "Get the Marines ready. Full combat deployment. I want extraction teams prepped for immediate planetfall." "Already done," Jack said with a grim smile. "Sergeant Williams has been chomping at the bit since the transmission came through. Every Marine on this ship volunteered for the first wave." Jennifer nodded. It was what she'd expected. Humanity had been in the stars for only 60 years, still considered children themselves by galactic standards. But they'd brought something to the cosmos that older species had forgotten or never possessed. An absolute, unwavering line in the sand. "You don't hurt children, not ours, not anyone's." 12 hours later, the galaxy learned what happened when that line was crossed. The Zarthian Syndicate, which had operated with impunity for generations, ceased to exist in a single day. Every slave market was reduced to rubble. Every trafficking ship was turned to debris. The children were recovered, frightened but alive, and returned to their homeworlds. The Galactic Council condemned Earth's actions as excessive and unilateral. They called for sanctions, for reparations, for humanity to be censured. Jennifer Cole's response was broadcast across every council world. "Do it again, and we'll respond the same way." Every single time, the galaxy burned that day, but the children were free, and humanity had made its position perfectly clear. Some lines once crossed ignited fires that would consume entire empires. They could call it excessive. Humans called it justice.